Hello there boys and girls, it's Lordie here again, and I'm just doing a quick video today to show you how to do a relatively easy sorting system. It's modular, so you can extend it as to any size you want really, and it's very easy to do. It just requires a tiny little bit of redstone, and you can see a little one here I've set up running off of a AFK Fishing Farm. And basically you've got that row of hoppers along the top there that go from the fishing farm to that chest over there. That chest could represent sort of a mass storage or a disposal system into lava, something like that. And it basically collects any items that can't be sorted. So any sort of armour or weapons or tools and things like bottles of water and saddles. Things that are non-stackable items and unique items basically will end up in that chest, but everything else you can filter through this system. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly go through it with you and give you a rough idea, and then we'll build one module of the system, and then you can basically go from there. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, well basically this is what I would call a module. So you're looking at that hopper there, and then the comparator with redstone running down here, and then a repeater there powering this block, and then a redstone torch on the other side, which is locking the last hopper there. So basically that is all there is to one single sorting system and one sorting module, sorry. And basically these ones are very big here on the end, because I was showing you how you could maybe, for a particular item that there's lots of in fishing particularly, you get a lot of raw salmon and a lot of raw cod, so you could have an extended storage system for those going down there, and obviously for the lesser items like the puffer fish and so on, you could just have one chest coming off. Basically what you do is you have a hopper going into the back of that comparator. I'll show you how to do that in a minute when I build it. But this is your sorting hopper, and basically the way I do it is I use 44 blocks, unique blocks. In this case I've named purple wool X, so no purple wool is ever going to go through this system, and that's why I'm using it, especially with the X on the end. It makes it unique. And if you put 44 along here, you can then put one item in here, and then any item coming along that top row of hoppers will get that's a raw salmon will get sucked down into this row of chests here. And the same again for the raw cod. You don't have to do it this way with 88 blocks. What you can do is you could just put one of each in there, and then, but I mean, you could easily use cobble, by the way. You don't have to use purple wool. You could use any item, just rename it in an anvil. It costs you one level of experience for a whole stack of 64 items. And then, yeah, as you see here, the cod's getting sorted, the puffer fish are getting sorted, and so on. One thing I have noticed with this design is you can just fill these 44 items in here and leave this last one blank, and what will happen is the next sortable item that comes along will drop into that one there and then you've got it's automatically set up the filter for those. That's one way to do it. I mean, it's not a great way because, you know, choosing your own setup, and that's obviously not the best way to go, just in case you accidentally get something in there you don't want, and then you're wasting a whole load of iron here on these for collecting something you don't really want. But yeah, so that's it really. So if I just show you now just quickly how to do that, okay, I'm just going to run through it really quickly, and then if you've got any questions after that, feel free to give me a shout and I'll do the best I can to answer them. So basically, right, we're going to come 3 across any sort of solid block really, and then you can put your comparator there facing that way, a couple of redstone, and then what I normally do is I do sort of a J shape. It sort of helps me to get the design right. And then you want your repeater facing that way into that block there. Okay, and then we want to bring a block up there, put a bit of redstone on there. Okay, and then you want your redstone torch under there, and that is almost complete now. What we do now is we need a hopper, and we need to crouch and click it on the back there. Can you see I'm not on the block but on the back of the comparator? You put it in there like that, so there you go. So it's feeding into the comparator basically. This is our sorting hopper. Okay, for some reason I'm having a big problem with words today, they're just not coming to me. Okay, and then basically we will just stick a chest there. What is wrong with me today? Okay, and then put a hopper feeding into the back of that chest. I don't know what I'm doing today, guys, sorry about this. So there you go. So yeah, so it's going to feed into there, and what we'll do now is just so you can see it. Oh, sorry guys, just so you can see it working. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It seems to be pressing any button but the one I want to press. We just stick some hoppers here to pretend this is, you know, coming from our farm, whatever the farm may be, and going to a chest over here. All right. Yeah, we can get rid of that. So I'll just stick a chest there so you can see what I'm talking about. So we'll stick a chest there, and we'll stick a chest there that can represent the farm. Okay, so that's the farm, whatever it is, maybe a fishing farm. Now let's stick some items in here. Right, I haven't got 41 items in my inventory, so 41 of these purple wool X blocks, so I'll just put these in for now. Okay, and then we will choose something. Let's see, what shall we filter, what shall we sort? What shall we sort? Let's sort some, should we sort some flowers? Yeah, so I'll stick those in there. Okay, so now what we'd do is if we put, say, 16 of those in there, you'll see them start dropping down, and it will drop down, there you go, until we've got 41, 42, 43, 45 items in here. I should have looked at that, 5 nines, silly me. So yeah, so now what will happen is if we stick these in this chest here, which represents the farm, they will flow along here now. Now you would expect them to go into that chest, but because we've got this filter here, as you can see, they're all stacking nicely down there. Now let's just suggest that we have some other item going through the system as well. So let's say it's these stone blocks. Will they go down into this chest, or will they end up in the trash? Oh look, oh look. Excellent. You see what I mean? So it's really quite simple. So that is the module, and you can, as I say, you can replicate that as many times as you want for your storage system. You could have all your farms in your base all coming down into this one chain here. It's probably better to use a water stream rather than hoppers, because they are quite expensive, and they can as well, they can get to a point where they're too full. So you could be putting more items into the system than they can handle, and you may get some item loss. Well, that is basically it, guys. That's all I've got time for today. It was just a really quick one. Hope you loved it. If you liked it, please give us a like. If you loved it, then please subscribe. And as always, please feel free to make comments, ask questions. If you have problems with the system, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Alright, so it's been lovely to have you guys watching me, and it's been lovely to do this video. We really want to do more, and on top of everything, guys, have an amazing day now.